Lawrence County Municipal Court is now back in session.
Be seated.
State of Ohio versus Dina Cornwell at the Lawrence County Jail. Case number TRC 25-1846A and B, CRB 25-473, CRB 25-444.
Who's that? Cornwell.
Dina Cornwell.
This is an arraignment. Somebody came in the jail, they wanted me to arraign. I'm looking at the file.
I was like, did they register the person? That's crazy.
All right, ma'am, are you Dina Cornwell or Dina? How do you pronounce your first name?
Dina.
Dina?
Yes.
Ms. Cornwell, I'm Judge Capper. This is your arraignment hearing. You've got some charges that have been pending for a while that we need to go over. Before I do that, I'm going to tell you your rights. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do make statements, everything's on the record, so it can be used against you if you admit something about your case. You have a right to have an attorney. You have a right to have an attorney appointed to represent you if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state of Ohio prove any charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
Yes.
Okay, let's go over the charges. 25-473 case number is a endangering children charge. It alleges that on July the 29th of 2025 in Perry Township, you were operating a motor vehicle within the state of Ohio while being under the influence of some substance that impaired your ability to drive that vehicle while having minor children in the vehicle. So that's the basis for the endangering children charge. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. It carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. You also, at the same time, had operating a vehicle intoxicated charge from July 29th. It's alleged this happened at 2:02 in the morning in Perry Township.
That was the same charge, same day.
It wasn't 2:02, it was 20:02, so that would be, what, 8:02 p.m. So I left my glasses on and my desk. The state's alleging that you were driving a vehicle and you took a urine screen to test what was in your body. We should have those back, but I don't have it in front of me, so I don't know what the state's going to allege was in your system at the time. State's alleging you had a prior conviction in 2007, so that's beyond the look-back period, so it would be considered a first offense OVI. On a first offense, the maximum is 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, 3-year license suspension. The minimum penalty is 3 days in treatment, $375 fine, and a 6-month license suspension. You're also charged with not wearing a safety belt. That's having a child of a size in the vehicle that needed a safety belt or seat, booster seat actually, and didn't have them in that. That is a maximum 100 or a mandatory $100 fine if you're found guilty on that offense. So those are the charges. Do you understand the charges?
Yes.
Well, let me add this too. I'm looking at the report and okay, well, it says there was a portable breath test of 219, so that could be a high test score. So
They can't even get it to work.
there could be mandatory jail on this if it's above 1.7 on the breath or the urine. If it's above it's at a certain level, which it sounds like it may be high, there may be mandatory jail time on this. And it's alleged you didn't show up, that you were cited in the court for August 1st and you didn't show up and got a capias because you didn't show up. Okay, that's a lot. Do you understand all that I explained to you?
Yes.
And you got an old case, case number 25444 was an aggravated menacing conviction. And so last year you missed a review hearing on it on January 26th of 26, and there's been a warrant outstanding on that because you didn't come to your review hearing, and you just had a fine and court cost to pay, and so last you didn't pay anything on it. So that matter is a separate matter, but it's pending also. So, how do you want to plead to the OVI and endangering children charge and safety belt charge?
Do I do that now?
You can, if you're not sure what to do, I would recommend you enter a not guilty plea.
But if I do it now, would it be over with?
What do you mean
How
over?
do I make this stuff over? What do I do to make it to where I can get this under my belt? I have been homeless since July. I finally got a house, a job. Well, I just want it behind me.
Well, it's not going to be behind you because under Ohio law, if you have an OVI conviction, it stays on your record and it's not expungible. There's a few things that are not expungible. OVI is one of them. Once it's on your record, it's on there forever.
Okay.
So it's not going to go away. There's no
Well, I mean,
way that can go away.
it would go away completely, but I just want to do whatever I have to do to not have to deal with this anymore.
Well, I don't know what you mean by that, and I can't give you legal advice, but I would recommend if this is a serious charge, it's not a hangnail. It's a serious charge, so it's not going to go away. So you need to face that, and you just made it worse by not coming to court when you were supposed to back in August. So if you're not sure what to do, enter a not guilty plea and get a lawyer to advise you. Is that what you want to do?
And what do I have to do, stay in jail until I get?
Well, you're going to have to post a bond now because you didn't come to court and you got dragged in here by the nape of the neck. So I don't trust you to come back to court. So you're going to have to post a bond to guarantee your appearance.
Okay.
All right.
I'll plead not guilty.
And you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
Where are you working? You said you had a job. What do you do now?
I work at another in South Point.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes.
How much?
About $19, something like that.
How many hours a week are you working?
60, 40, anywhere from 50 to 60.
Okay. Unfortunately, you may not be eligible then. Let's say if you're working 50 at 19, so you're making close to 50 grand a year, if not more. Do you have dependents? Do you have any children?
Yes, I have a 5-year-old.
Do you have any money saved? How long have you been working?
No, there's no money saved. I work, I would check to paycheck for 3 years. But we were homeless back in July. That's why I didn't have no mailbox, I didn't have no home. I just got it placed 2 weeks ago.
Where's the 5-year-old?
He just passed away and his funeral's tomorrow.
And who's handling that?
Excuse me?
Who's handling the funeral?
Who's what on the funeral?
Give me a funeral home that's handling the funeral.
It's Halsey. Okay, it's in West Liberty, Kentucky. And it is Halsey. I have to look on my phone because I've never been there. His name's Sean Brown. But it's in West Liberty and it's a Halsey and something else funeral home. I don't, but the funeral's tomorrow.
Well, I've had to confirm that. How'd you wind up getting arrested?
I was going to work this morning and I got pulled over. He said I was doing, the speed limit was 45 and I was doing around 52 or something. He was behind me and
So,
I know you do very well there, because the only thing I thought about is my son's, dad's funeral tomorrow, you know?
so your son died and you're.
Not my son, my son's father.
Oh, okay.
Harold Stewart Halsey Funeral Home.
Yes, that's it.
Sean Travis Brown?
Sean Dewey Brown.
Dewey Brown.
Okay. Well, you're still gonna have to post a bond, sorry. You didn't show up when you were supposed to. I'll set it at $1,000, that's the minimum. You think you can post a bond?
What do I need to get out of that? You said what, 10% of that?
150 probably.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and appoint Mr. Stratton to represent you.
What was the lady's name?
Her name is Dina Cornwell. So she's got a child endangerment and a OVI are the two main charges.
Your Honor, I have a question about 25 CRB 444,
Yes.
which my note, maybe something happened after this, but August the 8th, that she didn't appear, or she checked in and left. And I don't know whether she was back in court after that, and I just don't have notes on it.
No, she wasn't.
So that's still pending too, isn't it?
Yeah, I ran her on that. No, she pled.
Oh,
Okay.
she did.
She pled, but she had a review hearing on January 26th, and she didn't show up for that. So there was a warrant on that also. So that's why we need a bond. Do you think you can post bond?
I don't know, I don't have family, I don't have friends here, I'm kind of on my own, that's why it's been so hard getting in a place and all of that, so.
Well, she was arrested on what, Your Honor? What is the charge?
OVI and endangering. From
Child endangerment. And it looks like there was more than one child in the vehicle, from what I'm.
Yeah, there was it.
Okay.
from July of last year. Now, we can make an offer if,
Go ahead.
I think she needs to spend a few days in jail for not being here. And also she just had a charge that was, she'd failed to appear for a review hearing. So if she were to plead guilty, I don't know the exact number that's appropriate, but somewhere between 5 and 10. And then a 6-month driver's license suspension and everything else that goes along with an OVI conviction, fine.
So did you hear that?
I heard that, but if I do that, I can't go to my father's, I want to take my son to his father's funeral.
He's 5.
There's some more, what, I don't,
Well, it appears that either plea to the charge or the judge is going to give you a bond, a cash surety bond that you're going to have to post, but it appears that you don't have the money to post that. Is that correct?
yes. I don't, I'm just gonna make it call someone, because then I'm gonna lose my job, and lose my house. And be homeless again.
So, Your Honor,
Okay, I'll set it for another hearing, pretrial.
yeah. Next
If
Friday?
she can't get out, let's set it for next Friday, March 6th.
Okay. What is the cash, what's the bond?
I'm gonna make it 1,000 cash for sure.
Okay.
I think that's about the minimum I could go.
Yeah.
So your next, if you do get out of jail, you've got to be in court March the 6th, 1 week from today. If you can't post bond, you're going to be in jail till March the 6th. For a pretrial. Do we need to call anyone about your child? The 5-year-old, do we need to call anybody to get him taken care of? Where is he today?
He's with my babysitter.
Who's the babysitter?
Her name is Wanda, she'll feel like at home. Wanda's also an Arlington.
Okay, March 6th is the next one.
State of Ohio versus Meredith Holderby, case number CRA 25773, and State of Ohio versus Jeremy Maynard, case number CRB 25774.
Have you seen the results?
Yes, Your Honor, and I've got a screenshot if you need it for the amphetamines.
Prescription?
It is. Yes, would you like to see it?
Okay, this is set for trial today, but it's my understanding there's been an agreement reached as to how these matters are going to be handled between the defense and the state.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Ms. Holderby is going to plead guilty to the theft. I understand that the charges against Mr. Maynard is going to be dismissed, and she's going to be sentenced. Suspended time is the recommendation. I understand the state had talked about more community service than is typical, and then also maybe a little bit of a larger fine.
Mr. Jim?
Your Honor, if it please the court, by way of an explanation as to the offer that was made, there's quite a bit of video involved in this, and it was pretty obvious to me that there was a concerted effort by Ms. Holderby to conceal items. Now, I've also heard her say she doesn't understand why that's theft, but they found almost $1,000 worth of unpaid merchandise in their possessions. We had video of not only the transaction, the scanning at the self-checkout in the store, and then in the office of the loss prevention people as they inventoried at what was taken and whatnot. It was pretty obvious that it was blatant. One thing that jumped out at me was that Mr. Maynard's involvement was, I think if it was on his own, I'm not sure that we could prove it beyond a reasonable doubt that he was involved in the I don't know whether he knew, he was standing there scanning stuff while she was taking stuff from one basket and just putting it in another basket without scanning it. So given that, we're okay with dismissing his charge if she pleads guilty. Under the circumstances, because of the nature of what happened, we think that the penalty should be enhanced. I had to really personally fight off the urge to say that she needed to go to jail just because I personally was offended by how blatant it was and how oblivious she seems to be about the fact that she's committed these thefts. So, I mean, I was thinking, well, she ought to go to jail. But on the other hand, I'm trying to be as, objective as possible. But we do think that if she pleads guilty to the charge, that she should have more community service than the court might order for a similar theft offense, just a regular theft offense, because of the amount of stuff that was attempted to be taken. And a higher fine and a larger suspended jail sentence to make sure that, and probation to make sure that she does these things and gets them done. So,
Mr. Shaq?
Your Honor, we talked about that in chambers, and we're in agreement with whatever the court decides to do. But she'll plead guilty to that charge.
And it's Meredith. Are you, the two of you married?
No, just engaged.
Oh, you have a different last name?
Yes.
But you are a couple?
Yes.
All right, so the state's willing to dismiss Mr. Holderby's charge and...
Maynard.
Oh, it's Jeremy Maynard. Yeah, I'm sorry. We made the wrong one. So Jeremy Maynard's file, case is going to be dismissed by the state on this Holderby entering a plea. Is that correct? Mr.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Morford, you represent Mr. Maynard. I assume you're not objecting to the dismissal or anything that you want to add to this?
No, Judge. We don't have anything to add.
All right, so Mr. Maynard's matter is nolly, which means dismissed. And Ms. Holderby, do you agree with what your attorneys represent to the court?
Yeah. I
Do you
do.
have anything?
Sorry.
You have a right to make a statement to the court if you want. Do you have anything you want to say?
Just, this is not an accurate representation of who I am. It's, that's all.
Okay. Well, it's a mistake, that's for sure. One thing that was discussed was that it is, in here when I talked to the one lady about the ODI, that's a charge that's not, you can't expunge and take off the record. This is one that you can, you meet the requirements, you can get it expunged, and you're young, you can go forward and sin no more and not make any similar mistakes, and it won't follow you. There is that, so that's good, and hopefully it is a serious mistake, but it is a mistake, and that's all. It doesn't indicate anything that's going to occur in the future. So.
It was all surely a mistake.
Okay, so I'll impose a $200 fine, order you to pay the court costs. I'll sentence you to 20 days in jail, but I'll suspend all 20 days of the jail sentence upon you doing 60 hours of community service. 2 years of probation. I'm ordering you to stay out of all Walmarts. You'll have a review hearing on September, you got a long time to get this done, September 25th. So you should get it all done and not have to come to a review hearing. If you don't have it done by September 25th,
I'll have it done.
you gotta appear and explain why you didn't get it done and ask for more time. You're gonna talk to Mr. Major in probation about your probation, and then you're free to go.
In Your Honor, if she completes all that, I know sometimes the court allows people to be, their probation to be
Yeah, we
terminated.
can terminate the probation early, just to make sure you do this, and that's one of the things you have to do, as I understand. I'm not an expert on expungements, but I've looked at it some. My understanding is you have to be off probation for a certain period of time before you can get an expungement. So it's not just you doing it, probation needs to be terminated. So if you want it terminated, you need to come back and ask and get a judgment entry saying that the probation's ended, so to start the clock on you being eligible for expungement.
Yep.
Okay, you understand that? Okay.
Yes.
All right, see Mr. Major, and then you're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are.
Go back, so you-
State of Ohio recalls Portia Anderson. Case number TRD 252573 A and B, PRC 252580.
Your Honor, she hasn't come back. Could we
Yes,
continue
for continuance.
to next Friday? Yes.
Okay. Continue to March the 6th at the defendant's request for a pretrial. Court's adjourned.